Best you've seen at his age?
Well, you wouldn't see him any better. You know, the sky's the limit for the kid.
Hi, I'm John Gubba. This is Vision Sport. And for today's dip into our archives, we take you back to August 1997. John Hodgson with the opening goal inside 3 minutes.
And West Ham take the lead. Is that too far for Berkovic? No, it isn't. It's Isle Berkovic. It's his first goal for West Ham.
Les Ferdinand would score a late consolation, but the player who really caught the eye was the younger Ferdinand.
And the first meeting of the two cousins, Rio and Les Ferdinand, won by the younger member of the family. Ginola. Les Ferdinand beaten to it by his young cousin. That'll be a good contest tonight. Edinburgh. Referees looked at his watch on more than one occasion. Rio Ferdinand's volley. And the outstanding player of the half had the last touch of the half.
This was the season Rio really established himself in the Hammers Premier League starting 11. A Youth Cup finalist just 15 months earlier, he was now a first-team regular.
And West Ham record their second successive victory. Les Ferdinand's late goal was not enough. He enjoyed a battle royal with his 18-year-old cousin Rio, who is very definitely one for the future.
A good call from our match commentator John Champion, who also spoke to Rio for us after the game.
We'll have the chance shortly, Rio, to ask Les what he thinks of Rio. So what does Rio think about Les, having played against him for the first time?
Obviously he's a great player. Going into the match he's got such a reputation, you know, and he does get you on your toes a lot earlier in the game, and you go into the game thinking you've got to do certain things to combat him. And then he came in the game and he's ever so strong, he's very quick, and he's got so much awareness, and he can pull off your lat. You don't know where he is sometimes. He's got everything, to be honest. He's a great striker, as I've heard before, and he really did prove it today.
Well, bearing that in mind, you did rather well because he didn't really have a kick against you, did he? I know he scored, but for the vast majority of the time you were on top.
Yeah, I think it's a team performance. It's not just me against Les. It was me, Potsy, and Mark Reap. We all done ever so well today, and there's 11 players on the pitch, and we all competed the same, give 100%. But Tottenham, they played well in the step towards the end of both halves. They gave us a lot of trouble, mainly the second half. For the last 20 minutes, they put us under the cosh.
Les, we've asked Rio what he thinks of Les, and he was very complimentary. So what does Les think of Rio?
I think he's given a display consistently now that people have been talking about over the last year or so, and he seems to be settling the side very, very nicely.
Was he as tough as you expected, or tougher, or what?
No, he was as tough as expected. You know, I've heard some good reports about him. I thought in the first half he did a fantastic job, probably because we let him do that. But in the second half we got to grips with him, and he was a little bit quiet.
It was Ferdinand against Ferdinand.
Yeah.
What did you make of that particular battle?
I'm a big fan of Les Ferdinands. I think he's a tremendous player, but the young kid, you know, Rio tonight was outstanding. You know, without getting too carried away and, you know, wanting to put too much pressure on the kid, he's an outstanding prospect. He really is an amazing talent.
Best you've seen at his age?
Well, you wouldn't see him any better. He's you know, the sky's the limit for the kid. If he will keep his feet on the floor because he's a great lad. But his actual ability. I mean, I walked out half time with Roger Cross, their assistant manager, and he said to me, "What about your centre half? I can't believe it." You know, and that's how he gets you. He's a real talent.
You didn't say here's 10 million for him or anything?
No, he's not for sale. He's happy he is. He loves it at the club, and I'm sure that, you know, there'd be an awful lot of people. Every club in the country would want to snap him up if they could. But he's here. He signed a 5-year contract, and he loves it. He's a good lad, as I say, and he's happy to be here. So we've got no problems at all with him. The fans love him. They've took to him, so it's good for him. And young Frank came on as well and hit the bar with his first shot. So we've got two good kids.
Just one final point, Gerry. You've just signed one Ferdinand who scored his first goal for you tonight. What did you make of the other Ferdinand who he was up against?
Oh, he's a very good player, a very good young player. And I think West Ham have known that for a long time, right the way through the youth team, and also playing in the reserves. And I think very highly of him. He's done very, very well. Certainly, he did very well in the first half. I think Les caused him one or two problems in the second half. But no, he's a very good player.
You're a bit of a Mr. Cool on the pitch, aren't you?
I don't know. That's for other people to start saying, isn't it? I don't know. I just take the game as it comes. And if I get flustered, I get flustered. It's just part and parcel of the game.
But you don't often get flustered. I think that's the key, isn't it?
No, I don't. I'm not really one for losing my rag. I'd rather just take it out on the football and try and do someone playing football. You just try and show them a bit of skill, or maybe hopefully at the end of the game we've got 3 points in the bag and they're the ones going home sorry.
You're getting some nice reviews at the moment. Do you enjoy it?
It's flattering, it's just nice to be talked of in a nice way, and hopefully it can go on for as long as possible, but I've just got to keep my feet on the ground and keep working hard on the training ground, and hopefully I reap the rewards.
Is keeping feet on the ground the hardest part in a way, in that you've been training with the England squad and people have marked you out as a potential future international, and you're not yet 19?
I don't think it's hard. I think it's what you make it. If the people around you, if they help you, if they want you to keep your feet on the ground and want you to do well, they're going to keep you from doing the bad things and just keep you doing the positive things. If you start going out all the time and being silly and not taking interest in the football as you used to, as you was coming up, then you're not going to progress. And I want to progress and be an international player. And to do that, I've got to think of the positive things about football and put them into football.
And you've got some good people around you, have you?
Yeah, my family, my parents, everything, all my family are really behind me. Dave Goodwin's behind me, the people at the club are behind me, and they're all just really channeling it into one thing, and that's my football, and they want me to do well, and I'm just really pleased I've got people with that thinking behind me.
Just finally, are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, you can see out there we're winning games. We've won 2 games on the spin. We can't get too overawed by it, but winning 2 games at the beginning of the season, but you can't be upset or disheartened when you're winning 2 games on the spin and the team's done well in the second half. They're defending well. Yeah, it's enjoying your football, and just to read about yourself in the paper a few times, it really is flattering.
Better than working?
I don't know what working's like at the moment, but this is quite a hard job as well, so not too easy.